What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Trending Tuesday. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute, man. You're on
What's
mute.
out? What's
What's up, man? What's up, man? What's going on, man? It's a great afternoon, man. The weather is perfect.
The weather is beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a little cold where I'm at though. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I needed that hoodie situation.
Yeah, good thing I got my hoodie situation, man.
Yeah, you got that old mustard.
That No Stingy Energy, you know
that
what I'm
old
saying?
No Stingy Energy mustard.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lady B, man. I saw that Lady B picked up a nice outfit. I don't know what she got. I don't know if she got that mustard situation. What you think she got? She got the mustard. She got that black situation.
I think she got the mustard, man. I think
she got the mustard.
This might be the color of 2023, man.
The no mustard situation. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get me a mustard. I went to the office today to check to see if I had got mine. I ain't see mine yet, but I'm gonna go again. I got faith.
You went to the office just for that?
I went to the office I went to go see if I had that mustard waiting on me. I ain't see the mustard though.
You probably got it, man.
Yeah, it's probably on the way.
Maybe Brian picked it up on accident.
Yes, indeed. Listen, if you can right now, if you don't mind, shout out where you're coming in from. We just want to see who is in the building. That's it. We want to see who is in the building. Shout out where. I think she got that mustard. I think she got that mustard. Wait a minute. Listen, my name is Byron, real estate investor out of Houston, Texas, primarily focused on the wholesale space, do a little bit of creative finance, fix and flip, new construction, new to the build to rent space. And guess what? We got that approval today. We got that approval today to go ahead and start our build again. And we got that inspection coming out tomorrow. Yes, indeed.
Okay, what they inspect the dirt?
Yeah, they're inspecting the form lines. The form lines. So they put, you know how when they put the stakes in the ground, we had the surveyor come out, put the stakes in the ground and put the strings on there so we can know exactly where that form line is so we can lay our foundation properly. That's all it was.
So after they inspected then, so basically you gonna start on Thursday.
Yeah, no, we starting tomorrow. So they gonna inspect it tomorrow. Early. If we pass with the form lines, right? We got Big Tech. Wait a minute, Big Tech Energy is in H-time? Wait.
Hey, what you talking about, Jared?
You got to pull up on me, Jared. I'm just saying, my God. Listen, we got ATL in the building, Detroit in the building.
Washington, D.C.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so
I like D.C. We got Detroit in the building, man. What up, though?
Yeah, what up, though? Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I love Detroit. I ain't never been. But I just like the it just seems like it's a cool culture out there. Maybe I just like the music.
They got the best music, bro.
That's what it is. Oh yeah,
Detroit, born and raised.
Why Detroit ain't popping like how they need to be popping? That's what I'm trying to do.
Man, they smooth, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't gotta try too hard to be cool, man. They just cool like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Lafayette in the building. But basically, I got after I get my approval tomorrow, because I know I'm gonna get the approval. They gonna start the forms right then and there. So we're gonna be on and popping. But yeah, it's on you. You want to do your intro?
What's up, y'all? Neil Parker, real estate investor, entrepreneur, in Lafayette, Louisiana, been investing real estate since 2016, full time since 2020. Do all things real estate, mainly passive income. Rentals is my thing. 2024, we're gonna do a lot of flips, man. Do some new construction. Last 6 months of the year, and that's me. Owner of Leverage to Wealth, teaching people how to leverage what they are currently in their life to get wealth in real estate. That's me, man. That's me.
Yes, indeed.
So, yes,
sir. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I talked to my architect actually today. So we got a couple other ones coming up in the pipeline, man. They finna be popping up back to back. I'm
now
excited.
They better be back to back.
Yeah,
how you been talking about it's gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be mushroom, bro. It's gonna be mushroom. So I should have by the end of first quarter, I should definitely have maybe close to a couple million in development, just going up like shit, man. By first quarter,
so you about to be busy full-time builder. So you gonna be in and out of
full-time builder, yeah, full-time builder. Because you got to understand, I got the construction company. So not only are we building my stuff, but I got other people projects that we got in the queue as well. So we got a 12 unit duplex that we bidding for right now. We got another 18.
Is that for Donovan?
Yes.
Oh, so you got?
Oh yeah,
you got in that mix.
Absolutely. Because honestly, bro, we ain't won it yet. But I'm fighting that fight.
Where you
right?
gonna win?
Here's the thing, bro. When they see the level of professionalism that I'm finna bring to this space, bro, I'm winning. So I'm winning every bid, bro. Nobody is gonna be, bro. Nobody in the contractor space is gonna be close. I am thoroughly convinced that I will outcompete the average builder, period. Because not only am I gonna have a good price, not only am I gonna have extreme professionalism, I have a brand and I have integrity that I gotta maintain. Right. So that alone, bro, is just gonna let people know that at the end of the day, bro, I'm not coming out here to play no games. If you work with me, it's gonna get seen to the finish and it's gonna be high quality. That's my goal.
Now let me ask you that. With that, you don't think every other contractor feel that way?
I think it's a couple of them. It's a couple of them that's in this space that do work at a high level. But like I said, it's a couple of them. And even the ones that are doing it, bro, you got to understand. I've assessed the competition, and the majority of the competition, they're either building for themselves, right? Or they're building for a small group, right? They're building for a small group of people who it's a lot of gatekeeping that goes on with the best builders. I'm just keeping it real. So it's not like they have access. Everybody don't have access to these people. And they don't need to market. They don't even need to market because they make so much money in their little group and their little cliques that they ain't trying to be like for everybody. I'm gonna be the first trying to be for everybody. That's gonna be the difference.
You don't think it's a reason they not for everybody?
I do think it's a reason they not for everybody. Number one, they don't have a bandwidth. They're not trying to be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think they trying to specifically cater to their smaller group that they give preferred pricing to, and everybody else gotta get it with the wolves. Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's exactly the way it is, bro. It's only a couple builders, bro, that's gonna even take your, like it's just like that.
Most of them not even gonna take you serious or entertain. That's some weird stuff.
It's different, but it's like that. What I realized though, building is kind of like that, bro. It's real clicky and it's real it's a lot of gatekeeping that takes place in the building space, because the difference is people will share. What I realized about this space is that investors will share their banks, they'll share their realtors. What they not gonna share with you, bro, is they contractors at all. Listen to me. They'll share a bad contractor with you, but they're not gonna share that good one. And I don't know.
They don't want to keep their good contractor busy with your project.
Exactly. Point blank. Period. They don't want they don't want their best contractor so busy that he working on everybody else's work but theirs. And so when most investors get a hold of a good contractor, bro, they not telling you about it. And you could just go to a networking event, and ask somebody that told you that they just had a successful flip, they just had a successful new construction project. Ask them for their contractors. Ask them for their contract and see what they tell you.
They'll give it a runaround. Well, he super busy right now.
Yeah, he's super busy right now. He really be kind of acting kind of weird. I don't really, let me call him and then I get back with you.
Cap. That's horrible, bro.
It's hard, but it's the truth.
Why
It's
y'all
the
like
truth.
that, bro?
Well, it's a couple reasons. So number one, I think that even me, bro, I'm not real big on introducing contractors to people because I don't know what the relationship is gonna be like, right? So
You don't want that. You don't want the good or bad. Well, you don't
yeah,
want something
I
bad to
don't want
happen.
none
And
of
you
the
be part
good
of
or
it.
bad that come along with a good. Because I've worked with contractors that I've referred out that have been bad contractors with somebody else, but they were great for me.
And that's a bad referral.
And that's a bad referral. And I just got too much respect for my name to just be pumping everybody up like that. I ain't too excited about that, so I kind of always give people that cautionary tale, like, look, I rock with him, he's done great work for me, but I can't say that he gonna do great work for you. So if he ain't great, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's all referrals should be anyway.
Yeah,
We was cool, but I don't know what's gonna happen
I don't know
between
what it's
y'all.
gonna be for you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's talk about it, man. So, eliminating debt in 2024. By us doing our research, we was actually supposed to do a show maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago about the consumer debt. The consumer debt is at all-time high in 2023. Like it went. Well, I don't know how much it is. You remember? It's like
I don't have it pulled up, but it was really
it's like
high.
trillions, right?
Yeah.
So we had an all-time high in consumer debt, right? So that's a problem. So we trying to talk to our community, our people about how can we get out of consumer debt? How can we not be a part of statistics? So when you read that initially 3-4 weeks ago, Byron, what was your thoughts about that?
It made me think about this, bro. So number one, we are entering a space where the government is no longer subsidizing failure, right? Whether it's economic failure, whether it's by way of bailouts, whether it's moratoriums on mortgages to help people people that haven't been paying their mortgage on time be able to kind of sustain, right? Whether it's somebody put it was like 18 trillion, it was something like that.
I'm looking at it right now. It's 17.29 trillion in the third quarter of 2023.
Crazy.
And that's a lot, bro.
It's a lot.
And student loan debt is 1.6 trillion. Mortgage balances is 12.14 trillion. That's understandable.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Credit card debt is at 1.08 trillion. So that's the biggest problem is the credit card and the student loan. I think, housing is not bad if you can afford it. But
if you can afford it.
The thing is, most people can't afford the house that they do get.
That's a fact.
So let's talk about the student loan and the credit card debt as consumers. Byron, what's your thoughts? What comes to your head when you hear all this debt?
What comes to my head is, honestly, bro, I just think a lot of people are hurting, bro, because I think we have been subsidized for a while, right? And if you think about it just logically, right? You got, I don't know how many people was able to take advantage of a moratorium where they weren't paying their mortgage for at least a year. Some people more than a year, right? So let's think about that. You got people who are not paying their mortgage. You got some people who are not paying their balances on their credit cards. A lot of people were not paying student loans. Think about this.
You started paying them back.
We just started paying the student loans back, right? So now you got a situation where you mean to tell me that I got to pay my own mortgage, I got to pay my own student loan debts, I got to pay my credit cards now, because the credit cards are not allowing me to claim that COVID is the reason why I'm behind on my bills. And so obviously, I think a lot of people started, putting that kind of stuff on debt before they were able to go and work for it to make that difference up, right? And so, and now that we're looking at a lot of potential layoffs taking place around Christmas and even after Christmas, I don't know what that's going to look like going into 2024 when, they were saying that the job growth was strong, like going into the fourth quarter, right? But we also hearing about job growth not being as strong going into the first quarter 2024, right? So if you think about this, if you think about it, just logically speaking, now people are responsible for paying their own bills, and now they don't know what to do. So they just throwing it to Amex. So they throwing it to Discover. You see what I'm saying? In order to make that difference up until they can get their money back right. What's your thoughts on it?
My initial thoughts is people got to figure out what's really going on, because I think a lot of people have situations and they don't really know the true situation, like the facts of the situation. Like a lot of people don't know how much student loan debt they have. How much was interest accruing all that time, or was it paused? You know what I'm saying? Was the credit cards? People don't know the interest rates on the credit cards. They don't know if it's 29%, 8%, 11%. So I think we really need to know the facts of what we're dealing with. We need to know, student loans. How much debt do we have in student loans? How much credit card debt do we actually have? I think you need to write it on a whiteboard, write on a piece of paper, and really know what those numbers are. And you really need to know what the interest rates are, because at the end of the day, if you late or you're not making enough payments, you need to know at the end of the day, how much interest am I paying? How much, or what is it, like the lowest you could pay? What is it called?
The minimum payment.
How much is the minimum payment? You need to figure that out. And at the end of the day, you need to be paying more than the minimum payment. You need to figure out how much money do you have extra after all your bills and everything, with the income that you do have. If you have a job and you're getting paid $30, $40 an hour, after you pay all your personal debt, your kids, all that, your food, what is that extra income looking like? Is it even enough for you to still live the life that you have? Maybe you need to chill out on the life that you think you deserve when you really don't deserve it, because you got a lot of baggage. So you got to be honest with yourself and see how much money am I bringing in every month and how much is extra. If it's $200-$300 extra, you got to figure out what's the strategy that'll work for you and your family where you can start eliminating this debt. If it's an extra $300-$400 a month, cool. Now you need to figure out how you can produce more income with your current situation. What can you get rid of, right? You and your wife, you and your husband going on a date every Friday. Maybe I need to start going on 2 dates. Save the extra $300, because depending on where you at, a decent date is going to be at least $250 to $300, depending on what city you're in. You just created $500 to $600 extra you can put towards your debt.
Facts.
At the end of the day, instead of 4 dates, y'all really need to be going on one. Y'all could just do a date inside the house or something, because at the end of the day, y'all got a bigger issue than dating. Yeah, I need to be dating the finances. Y'all need to be done. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, everybody needs to take a serious audit of their situation and control their situation. And you really need to be pulling your bank statements probably from the last 3 months. Because not every bill come out every month. Some may come out every other month or whatever. You need to cut back from the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're entertaining yourself too much. You may be watching Hulu, Netflix, Stars, Disney Plus. What else they got? Amazon Prime. Maybe you need to reduce that to maybe 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? The kids got to have their stuff and you got to have your stuff too. So maybe you need YouTube TV and Disney Plus. That's it. Because if you look at all the TV and entertainment you're paying for, you may be paying $300 a month. That's a lot of money for entertainment every month, bro. We got to keep it real. You can't watch that much TV. If you're watching that much TV, that's why you may be in the situation you're in. You got too much entertainment going on. You're dating every Friday. You're watching your favorite shows every Wednesday, every Thursday. You got them recorded. You making sure you got three of your favorite shows playing at one time. So you're watching one live and you got 2 recorded. After you watch the one live, you got to go watch the other 2. Like, come on, man. We got to get our life together, man. That's my thoughts about this, Byron. We got to take a real audit of our situation. I'm talking about today. Print out all your bank statements. You need to come out with the highlighter. Damn, I'm spending that much on candy bars every 2 days and Dr. Pepper.
It's that Uber Eats, though.
That too. DoorDash, bro.
That DoorDash. That DoorDash is taking people out.
Yeah.
That Amazon.
I ain't gonna lie, DoorDash got me with that Door Pass shit, that $9.99 situation.
Ooh, they got you.
I don't know how my card got activated with that, but I ain't never agreed to that situation. I ain't gonna lie, I was wing stopping every Thursday for a long time. I had to catch myself.
You had to catch yourself. Wing stopping. Well, I tell you, you had to stop the wings.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, them wings be hitting. Like today, I wanted to I was in the store getting my wife some flowers, you know what I'm saying? Shopping for dinner. I passed that cooler, I said, damn, that Dr. Pepper look good. I grabbed me a water. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let the parasites control me, Byron.
Yeah. You gonna have to put
Not
it
all
to
the
a stop.
time.
You gotta
I
put it
wanted
to a
ice
stop.
cream and cookies too. What's your thoughts about that? About audit, having a self audit of your finances? What's your thought about that?
Listen, I put 2 links in the chat. One is mint.com. That was a lifesaver for me. Mint.com was a lifesaver for me. They're getting rid of the transition over to Credit Karma. So you definitely want to hit that link. The other link I put in the chat is Rocket Money. Rocketmoney.com. They're very similar to mint.com. You could try that one too. I haven't used Rocket. I haven't used Rocket, but I'm looking to use Rocket. I'm actually I downloaded the app. I'm looking to start trying to use that one as well. I've used Mint for years. That's been incredible for me. But here's the thing. I think the reason why I'm downloading Rocket and I'm getting very, very active on my Mint is because I'm getting ready to go into a new year, right? And obviously, we've been talking about self-preparation, mindset preparation, budget preparation, cutting some things out of the expense that you can see ways that you can make yourself more profitable. All of these things, right? We've been thinking about this going into it, right? But here's the thing, though. Here's the key piece. The key is not only how do you cut money out of your budget, but how do you make more money? How do you bring in more income? How do you produce more assets, right? To conquer that debt, right? That's the critical piece. And that's what I wanna really focus on. After we've kind of gotten that understanding, okay, guess what? We're gonna go get mint.com. Matter of fact, if you've already hit the link that we put in the chat, Rocket or mint.com, go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat. I just want to know who moving right now. If you already got Mint or you got Rocket or you doing some type of budgeting, you got some type of budgeting system in place, whether you're doing the spreadsheet thing, whether you got the highlighter, you print out the bank statements with the highlighter situation, whatever your method of budgeting is, if you have a system in place, put a number 1 in the chat. I just want to know who even playing the game right. Like
they say Mint shutting down in January. I think you mentioned that this morning, right?
Yeah. So it will be moving over to Credit Karma. Credit Karma is acquiring that particular entity. So we got a lot of ones. Okay, so we got some ones creeping in the chat. Shout out to everybody that is, at least have a system in place. But the next piece is, how do we replace that debt with income? How do we produce the income? Where does that come from? So let's say, for instance, if somebody in here, they got a job where they make good money, or maybe they got a good business that generates solid money, right? Where are the places that they need to be looking for? Like after they've did an audit and looked at all of the places they need to cut, where do they find those pockets to increase revenue? What's some of the first places you're going to look outside of what you already good at? What are some of the places you're gonna look at to increase that revenue? What are you looking at to do that?
Shit, I just told you them bank statements tell you everything.
Yeah, but I'm talking about to increase the revenue. I'm talking about to bring income in.
Well, you got to have a real evaluation of yourself, man. What you can do, what's obtainable with your time and your family. Because a lot of people be like, man, I ain't got the extra time. I got to spend time with my family. At the end of the day, you got to keep it real, man. Hey, man, I got to get out of my situation. My family got to chill out. You know what I'm saying? I need a break. I ain't going to say I need a break, but I need to do better as a parent, as a provider. And I got to tell my kids, hey, for the next 3-4 months, I got to focus on the family and I got to focus on building us to the next level. So if your soccer games is this quarter or whatever, all right, cool. Next quarter, y'all ain't playing no sport, or your grandma or your uncle will bring y'all because I gotta figure out how to get us in a better financial situation. That's what I think, Byron. Like
I could dig it.
you're gonna have to take some type of sacrifice. So it's kind of hard to say, look, kids, I ain't gonna make it to your games, but somebody gotta sacrifice for the family. You can't be to the soccer games, go to work, and make extra income. I don't think it's possible, but you got to figure out, are you really built to do that? Because not everybody is built to do that. Because after work, after going to the soccer games, after cooking dinner, you got to keep it real. 90% of people will be like, I'm too tired to do anything else. So that's why I said, Byron, most people are not built to go the extra mile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. You know, that's
Do you
definitely.
agree? Do you agree?
No, I agree. I agree.
So
But
we got
here's
to
the
talk
thing,
to the
though.
80%.
Here's the thing, though. I think we do also. We minimize that small income too, though. Right? That income that we can make. That's vertically integrated, right? That we can make that look. So let me give you an
Give us
example.
an example.
Let me give you an
I need to get
example.
the example. I need an
So,
example.
what I've noticed, right, is that I have a lot of resources by way of connections with people, right? And so, what I've been doing on out, like while I'm not necessarily just wholesaling heavy, right, is I've been connecting people and making a lot of money. So let's say, for instance, I had a builder, right? Matter of fact, we just talked about him earlier. He just bought a deal. He bought a deal that that I got that was sent to me, right? So I got the deal sent to me. You see what I'm saying? To buy it. I didn't want the deal, so I connected him with the wholesaler, and I was able to make me a fee on top of that. But you got to understand, that wasn't a whole bunch of money, maybe $1,500, right? But
The bag you didn't have.
it was a bag I didn't have, right? Another thing, I've made some good money, right, over the years, right? And a lot of people know that I've always kind of lended money, right? And so that's another way that I've been able to make money. So I got money. So why just sit on the money when I'm around a bunch of investors all the time? So I'll just lend people money for quick turnarounds, and then I get paid that way, right? And I ain't did nothing.
We got to talk to the 80% though. You're not in the 80% of the situation,
No,
man.
but here's the thing though. I believe that everybody has a way. It's just what do you see? The reason why I feel that I can make this money is because I talk to people. I have connections. But somebody else, it may be they have, let's say for instance, somebody else may be a roofer, right? They may be real good at doing roofs, or they may be good at plumbing. They may be good at whatever that may be, right? Okay. So you do roofing, right? But you may also know somebody who do sheetrock because you just finished up a job with somebody else that do roofing, and they know somebody like O'Neil that needs a roof done. But then you also look and see that this person could use some sheetrock repair as well. So you say, hey, Juan, hey, Jose, look, I got a job over here that I'm going to connect you with, right? And I'm going to put
500 on the back end.
Come on, bro. So I just had a meeting. Listen to me. I just had a meeting with my business partner on the construction side. Listen, and we just brought in 10 grand just because a customer they didn't want to deal with no architect. They didn't want to deal with running their plans. They don't know nothing about that. They don't want to do no city work. And as a result, we was able to take it to the architect on all of these plans. And now and do a 8K surplus. It was like an 8K surplus on top of that particular deal, and we was able to do a quick 8 bands just on that one piece. That one piece. So a lot of times it's connections. It's identifying the need by being a connector. If you are a person with the skills of making connections take place.
Well, we need to talk to the masses, man, because what you're talking about is the masses ain't doing it. So how can we speak to 80% of the people that's out here in the world? How could they produce extra money with the limited time that they have. What's your thoughts on that?
So,
because what you were just talking about, it's simple to us, but it's up there. Because you got to realize how many people you know doing that. Keep it real now.
Here's the thing, though. That's small money. Here's the thing, though. So Kiki,
1,500 is big money to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true. But here's the thing, though. Kiki just put in the chat, right? She put in the chat that was able to pay a bill, right? So I think sometimes we may be thinking too big, right? It may not be a $20,000 deal. It may not be a $30,000 deal. But what if it's just, bro, you add an additional $500 to what you got going on top of the $300 you just saved by highlighting that bank statement, right? And finding out some things that you can cut. Now you just created, look at me now. You just created $700 coming into your household just that quick, right? That took care of some things. So how many times can we creatively think? Here's the thing. This is the way I look at it, bro. You can make money inside of the things that you already doing if you just talk to enough people, identify enough needs, right? And see what's vertically integrated into what you already doing and just get those little bitty pieces. Yeah, it may be, 5 or 6 pieces, 5 or 6 things, that you have to kind of connect to make it work. But at the end of the day, bro, it worked. It worked.
So I got a question for you. All right. If somebody here needs to make an extra $500 in the next 30 to 45 days, what would you tell them to do? They need to make $500 in the next 30 to 45 days.
I love
What would you tell them?
I'm going to tell them to figure out a way to become a connector. That's what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them to look at their business, right? I'm going to tell them.
What about if they don't have a business? They got a job. They're a school teacher.
Yeah, they're a school teacher. That's going to be difficult. But I'm going to tell you this. It's not going to be difficult because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say I'm a school teacher, right? But I also can tutor students who are struggling, right? So what I would do is I would put me an ad on Facebook and I would tell them, look, if your student is struggling to be able to make the grades that they need to make, right? And they dealing with this and they struggle. I would find out all of the pain points. I would list every single pain point that a potential student will have maybe in math, or they struggling in science, they struggling in this, right? And I would list all of those pain points. Okay, you don't have enough time to help them study. You don't have enough time. You're struggling with your kids getting the grades that they need. Maybe they getting home early. Maybe the kids are getting home early and you need them to be doing something else with their time, right? Before you get home, right? So I'm kind of like babysitting, whatever it may be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, look, let me tutor these students. I find me an area where I can tutor the students, whether it be at the school that I'm already at, right? At the school that I'm already at, that where I'm in a controlled environment, or I would do it outside wherever I can, if the school won't let me run that play, right? So if that's the play, I'm going to be doing me some tutoring. Yeah, I'm going to do me some tutoring and I'm going to try to get me at least, 10, 20 students to come in and just pay me, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 a day for that tutoring. Right? Or whatever it may be, whatever the number is, the going rate for that. Now imagine if I got 10 students running this play, right? So now I just generated just that quick, an additional couple $1,000 coming into my household on a monthly basis, on top of what I looked at my bank statement and saved. So it's not necessarily about being in a position to make the money, or even better than that. If I don't want to use my time, what I would do is I would find me a tutor. That's even better. I would find me somebody who's already tutoring. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the tutor. I'm going to connect the tutor to the students. And I'm going to get me a affiliate fee.
Per student.
Yeah. And so I'm going to tell them, look, man, I'm going to connect you. All I need is me a 40% cut on the people I bring to you on a monthly basis.
That's it.
right? I'm already in the school. I'm already talking to the parents. I know the people with the problems. Plus, I'm gonna run me some ads, right? Yeah. So it's not about here's the thing, bro. It's always some extra money to be made if we thinking about ways to make extra money. We talking to people and looking at their problems and not seeing their problem as something to talk shit about, something to go gossip about. No, we ain't finna gossip about the problems. We're gonna monetize the problems. That's the difference. That's the only difference.
I like that. See, when I mentioned teacher, I was thinking about doing the same thing. I was thinking about doing a tutoring service. Same exact second part you said. I'm not gonna do the tutoring. I'm gonna get 2-3 teachers that's brand new and say, look, I got all these students looking to get tutored. We could just split the fee. They each pay $50 a day or whatever. I make 25, you make 25. Because as a teacher, think about it. Let's just say you teaching these students for an hour, just an hour after school. Let's just say 30 of them sign up at $50 an hour. $50 for the hour. That's $1,500, bro. Divide that by 2, you make $750. I make $750. Let's just say that's 2 days a week, bro. That's $3,000 for 2 days a week.
2 days.
You know how many parents would pay $100 to get? First, they get to their kid get to stay to school an hour later, and they learning. Bro, parents would pay $100 a week for that.
Facts.
I would pay $100 a week for that.
Facts. And they with
That's
the teacher?
$3,000. Huh?
And they with the teacher?
Oh yeah, bro. I'm good on that, bro. I'm good on that. And then if you get good at it, qualified at it, the education system may have grants for you. The school board may start paying.
That's a fact.
You never know if you never go ask.
That's a fact.
So basically, a teacher can make an extra $3,000 a week.
Easy work.
Damn, they might not want to be a teacher no more. Straight tutor.
You know another place where teachers can make a massive bag, but they probably don't even think to do it.
What's that?
Helping influencers create courses, helping influencers create curriculums. Because they got to make syllabus and all that for school, and got to make all that. Damn, they don't even be thinking about that either. I know my school teacher. I mean, not my school teacher. My oldest kid teacher. She made hella bread in the summertime. She become a swimming instructor. So she teach my kids private swimming lessons. I don't know how much I was paying a week, but it was a lot of money. Shit. And then first, it started off just my kids, and my cousin kids, my other cousin kids. My damn mama started doing swimming lessons. So just at one house, she got about 8 people got swimming lessons, bro. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So we need to speak to the audience, man. What's your thoughts about what we talking about right now? I know y'all be a little nervous to come up, so just put it in the chat. Do we have a live link for the John?
Yeah, we got a live link. We already put it in there. I'm finna put it in there again for anybody who wants to pull up.
Let's see if somebody want to join. If y'all got a question, man, ask some questions.
Yeah, I want to throw some more ideas out there. And the ideas aren't necessarily because we know, because everything works in theory, right? We know that, right? And I know that it's levels to every business idea. But the point is that we want to start looking at our surroundings, look at the things that we already doing, right? And again, I'm always going to look for areas where I don't necessarily, my first thought is how do I not trade time for money? And I can trade ideas and connections with money. So that's going to be my first option every single time, because I know that I can infinitely leverage somebody else's talents and abilities, right? I can infinitely leverage somebody else's time. Infinitely. That's an infinite goal, right? Because it's not my time. And then my next thing is, if I am going to spend my time, if I am going to spend my time, what is it something that either I'm already doing that's vertically integrated? So let's talk to the single mom real quick. Nah, the stay-at-home mom, not the single mom, but the stay-at-home mom. Let's talk to her. What does she hate about when she washing, her clothes? Maybe she can wash a lot more clothes, right? And do huh?
They don't want to wash the clothes that they gotta wash.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to pick a better example now.
You got to pick a better example.
But at the end of the day, that's a good example because they don't want to wash them clothes because they're not getting paid to wash them.
They're not getting paid to wash them clothes.
That's a totally different story.
Yeah.
To wash somebody else's clothes and start getting paid for their clothes.
Because when you think about it, who really washing the clothes? Is it you or the washer?
But I like that you said that because with that, it's two different services. You can just wash clothes, put it in a bag, and deliver it to people. Or you can wash the clothes for an extra service. You can fold the clothes, put it in a bag, and deliver it to people. And it's three different services, delivery service as well. Or you can come pick it up. You pick it up, it's cheaper. You deliver it, of course, it's going to cost more. That's three different services in one. That's all you're using is your washer at home. That's all it's costing is a little bit of extra electricity, a little bit of time. Or if you got some teenagers, you can tell them for the clothes and you pay them a little cut. And you only do this service on weekends.
I'm just saying.
That's a bag. Because you got to realize, I'm sure people like Byron hate washing clothes. And Byron probably would pay for that service.
I don't wash clothes.
See? So you would pay for a service like that?
Yeah, easy. Thank God the wife don't mind. Thank God. So
that's an extra income.
Absolutely. But she don't fold them though. We got a maid that do that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. But here's the thing though. I want to highlight something. The point is not washing clothes. The point is not tutoring people. The point is not any of these ideas. The point is, at the end of the day, we all need to be, listen, after we do that assessment and we write down that budget, we need to be looking at what is already vertically integrated into what I do. For me, it's going to always be real estate, right? For me, it's always going to be real estate because I have a lot of connections in real estate. I'm always getting propositions, different deals. I'm always in the mix with different things. So as a result of that,
how can you produce more money?
How can I produce more money with what I'm already doing at the end of the day?
That don't cost that much time.
That don't cost me that much time. I can leverage other people's skills, other people's abilities, right? And I can make money in between.
Yes, indeed. So, Mr. Simeon, what's going on, man? I said it right? Simon.
Yeah, Simon. Salute to the panel. So your topic is eliminating debt by growing assets.
Yes, indeed.
You from UK?
Yeah, I'm from London.
Oh,
we got a London brother in the joint, man. What time it is in London? Is it 6 in the morning?
It's expensive out here. So, you know, I'm just saying.
London, man?
It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. It's Boxing Day.
Oh,
damn, bro. We happy you with us in the morning.
We're on holiday, man. Look, I'm gonna take my hood off because this is a real conversation. I like real conversation.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So, are you talking in specifically to sort of like relationships, or are you talking about like, professional relationships? Because that's kind of different.
We talking about any way a regular person could grow their money. Let's just say can earn an extra $500 with their current life and current situation. How could they produce $500 more to start eliminating personal debt? Because we got to realize 80% of people have jobs, kids, family, and they don't have the extra time to earn that extra money. So how can you earn extra money in your current life that you have right now? That's what we're talking about. To pay off the debt that you have.
Okay. So $500 is not a lot of money.
No.
But no, just check this for a second. You know, I have children, right? Now, if anybody has children, you need to understand how you can save up for potentially their education,
Right.
right? So what happens is, how do you go about that thinking process in terms of being able to save up for their education? So there's nothing stopping us from going, I'm going to apply this in the same way to say, okay, we need to save for something else. Maybe that might be a car, it might be like your house or something else. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying it could be something else. If we could apply it in the same way to our children, then we could apply it in the same way to our personal situation. It's discipline. That's what it boils down to. There's nothing stopping you from going, yo, I ain't gonna indulge as much as I've indulged this month. I'll put that $2 away, or I'll put that $5 away. Maybe put it, in a bank or a safe place. Maybe it may be in your house, but you could do it.
So what would you suggest somebody right here is a husband or a wife, so they got a family of, so it's a family of four, it's a husband, wife, and they got 2 kids. How do you think they can produce more income? They both have regular jobs, let's just say a PE coach and an accountant or something. So how do you think they can produce more income to start eliminating some personal debt that they have? Because we was talking about it earlier. I don't know about London, but America is at all-time consumer debt. So we trying to figure out how can we take ourselves out of this situation.
Countries are always are going to be on that thing where consumer debt, and when we start to sort of think about things from a point of view where it's like we're trying to take the perspective of everybody, that doesn't necessarily mean that is us or you in particular. So I could talk around to you about gold, and if you really wanted to have that situation and that conversation, I could articulate that shit so that you could understand what the stock market looks like, whether it goes up and down, and if it benefits you. Now that'll be your choice, right? So it's not really about me trying to enforce something on you. Everyone's got their own perspective on how they've lived their life and how they've got about. You look like a good dude. Like, you've got about your place. Like, not everybody can do things simplistically as we sort of view on terms of like when we're looking on YouTube or this, that, whatnot. But it takes a lot. When I see, people on YouTube and stuff, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get a microphone up. It takes a lot to just tune in. It takes a lot to just, have your threads. This is where like we come back to the olden days, and this is what Obama tried to do. But at the end of the day, I ain't political. I'm just saying, if you actually want to tune into somebody who actually knows how to get your stacks up, that ain't gonna be on YouTube. I'll open up myself and go, yo, I'll put my email in the back, and it'll be like, yo, if you want to talk to me about that shit, I ain't gonna do that online. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? But you ain't doing too bad.
Whoa.
Damn, what happened? I think he lost connection.
We lost him?
Uh,
Why you laughing, Byron? You all right?
I was. It was. I think he lost connection.
Hope we can get him back, man.
Yeah, hopefully he can come on back in.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, we got to figure out how we can produce more income, man. What else we got, man? What the people got, man? I know y'all listening, y'all watching, you're picking up some things. Let's see, man. Somebody else click that link. Click that link, man. We'd love to know, man. We'd love to know. Man, we don't know what happened.
Yeah. So real quick.
So let's do, we got a few minutes left, man. We need to do some action steps so we can take these people with some games, so man, they can go home with some game, man.
Yeah, for sure. So I would say this. I can only speak on the things that I'm doing. I know that I'm connecting people, and I'm making pretty good money just by connections in the space that I'm already in, right? And I believe anybody can make money just with connecting people in the spaces that they already in. So yo, y'all are killing me in the chat, man. Y'all are killing me in the chat right now. Oh man. Man, let me get it together. Yeah, let me get it together, man. God. Yo, what's going on? Yo.
Hey, you can't press mute and hide, boy.
Yeah, that's a fact. My God, man, y'all are childish, boy. I swear. I swear, man.
Nah.
Oh man, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get it together, man. Let's get
You got it together?
I got it together, man. I'm ready, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that, man. See, I'm sweating, all kind of stuff going on.
Boy. Y'all going crazy in the chat.
Oh man, get it together. Oh, hey, we gotta get it together. It's hot. It's hot deal, man. Shit. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh my God. Woo.
Oh man. All right. So let's get serious.
What's up, y'all? So most people struggle with sales. A lot of us in real estate, and we struggle with our sales. We struggle with follow. We struggle with leads, and we just basically missing out on deals. For me, I just got on Taskify CRM. They send messages out for you. And look, a lot of us have work. When you get off of work, you have hot leads ready for you. Make sure you check out Taskify CRM. I'm telling you, it automatically replies for you. And look, it sends you multiple messages. Like we're talking about drip campaigns, so you're not missing up on the lead follow-up. So make sure you check out Taskify CRM. Use coupon code No Stingy Energy to get 10% off. I'm about to show y'all inside my CRM so I can see how it really works. Make sure y'all check it out. Peace.
All right, we back. We back after the commercial break.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah.
I gotta stop one more time.
Yeah.
We couldn't hold it together, man. This is live.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
Hey, bro. If we were some news reporters, we'll be fired.
Fired. On the spot. On the spot. But here's the thing, though. Seriously speaking, though, I think, one of the things we need to do for real, though, is obviously, I believe, if I'm being real, right, and I know that everybody is not in this position, I think one of the number one things that people need to be doing is, in my opinion, I think we need to be looking at ways to buy more real estate, buy more cash flow producing assets. Whether
you gotta speak to the 80% though, man. A lot of people are scared to take that risk.
But here's
they don't want to manage no tenants. They're not interested in making an extra $150 a month. They may not have the credit. So we gotta speak to the 80%. We can't talk to our peers right now. Because you gotta realize we talking to the world. We're not just talking to the clubhouse. We ain't talking. It ain't just me and you. We talking to the whole YouTube land.
So I would say this. I still believe that getting yourself in a cash flow and producing asset is still going to be valuable. Whether you do it from a You do it just kind of picking up a property here and there, right? You don't have to be doing it on a serial basis, like you're always constantly looking for deals, but picking up a deal that may work for you little by little. I think we should all be picking up some type of real estate when we can. I really believe that. I really believe that.
So
What's that?
Keisha said, Byron said he don't know them people.
I don't know them 80%. I ain't gonna lie
See,
to you.
he ain't talking to the masses. We gotta realize.
I'm talking to my people in here. I'm talking to my people in here, and I know my people in here understand what I'm saying. We're on the same wavelength. We here. Yeah, we here.
God. Well, I'm gonna speak to the rest of the folks.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out how to put yourself in a better situation, right? So you gotta learn how to sacrifice time. You gotta learn how to sacrifice the entertainment that you got going on and take your life serious, because you probably got less years left than you live. Like you probably ain't got that many summers left. We gotta keep it real. Myself, I only got maybe 40 summers left, maybe 50 summers left. So we gotta take life into a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? So sacrifice a year of not doing all kind of stuff, all the entertainment. Bring your entertainment down a little bit. And if you sacrifice for a year, that changes your life forever. Figure out, you got to figure out different ways, like have a family meeting. You know what I'm saying? Tell your wife, look, I know you like to smell good. I can't be buying that expensive ass perfume cologne. You may have to move to Alt. That Alt is $39.99. I can't buy the Baccarat that's $399. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out some alterations right there. Instead of getting lobster and steak, you may have to get baked potatoes and a longhorn steak. You know what I'm saying? You got to adjust and figure out, how could I sacrifice for the year? Budget down a little bit just for a year to get my life together. We got to realize, Byron, we're speaking to the masses. Most people don't have their life together. Most people don't have their finance together. Most people don't have a side business that's profitable. If they do have a side business, it's probably struggling. Most people don't enjoy the job that they have, or barely making it with the job that they do have. So we got to take a step back and make real life decisions. Like, if I want to be here in the next 2-3 years, what do I have to do to get to that point? If my credit is not up to par, what do I have to do to fix my credit? You know what I'm saying? Again, we're talking to 80%. Most people don't have good credit. And most people, Byron, they're scared to look at their credit because they know it's bad.
That's a fact.
Most people are scared to look at their bank statement because they know they're spending money that they know they're not supposed to be spending. Like, we don't need to eat out every single day. We got to figure out, what can we cook and make sense that might last 2-3 days, meal prep, and do another meal for 2 or 3 days. So now you got 2 meals that last for the whole week. And tell your family, look, that's what we eating for the whole year. Instead of spending $250 a week on takeout, now you're spending $150. Now you just save yourself an extra $100, which you can put towards your debt, which you can put towards fixing your credit. So there's always ways to increase the money that you currently have. You just got to figure out, what do I need to take away so I can live the life that I want later? Let me sacrifice for a year to live the life that I truly deserve.
I want to highlight something on that too, because it's critically important.
Did it.
I did that.
You did it.
That's exactly what I did.
Talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
you lived on 30% of your income. I did the same shit. Like, when I was younger, I'm still not the type to just spend money just to spend money. I don't enjoy it. I spend more money on everybody else than myself because I don't need nothing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact. I definitely spend more money on everybody else except me. Trust me.
Like, I don't spend no money on my
family. That includes my entire family.
The only thing I will spend money on is like some food here and there, but you'll never see me going to the mall. You never see me scrolling on my phone, looking at shoes, no clothes, none of that shit. I don't care about this shit. I wear No Stingy Energy. Well, you should go to nostingyenergy.com.
Absolutely.
Get you one.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact. It's funny, man, you mentioned that, because I remember when I just graduated nursing school, and I did a year. working the floor, and then I started travel nursing like immediately after that. And what that meant for me at that time, bro, is that you got to understand, when I started, I was living on about 50% of my income. So I started, when I first got out of nursing school, I started living on 50% of my income, which was difficult. Because you got to understand, that's a sacrifice within itself. A lot of us cannot make ourselves live on 50% of our income. But the way I looked at it was, man, it's just going to set me up for the future. But I can promise you that was one of the best decisions I ever made. One of the best decisions, huh?
If you can, talk about this real quick. Talk about the amount of money that you was making and where you was living. Because most people think just because you make a certain amount of money, you have to have a certain lifestyle attached to the dollar amount that you're making. So talk to them about how much money you was making per year, where you was living. Because we got to keep it real.
Yeah.
Most people ain't doing that, Byron.
Most people ain't doing it. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. So when I got out of nursing school, I was making $28 an hour, and that's everything included. So my base salary was like $25 an hour, and then we got like a shift deal. Anybody in the healthcare understand what I'm talking about? So we got like a shift deal for working the night shift that took me up to like 28, 29, something like that. And I think I got $1 for working ICU. So it was like 28, 29 in my shift deals. And that's all I was making, right? I forget exactly what the paycheck that I brought home was at that time, but I know for a fact that I was only living on 50% of that. Why? Well, I was living in the projects, right? So I was living in subsidized housing. I think my rent was like $525 a month, right? I was the same way. I didn't really wear a whole bunch of fancy anything at that time, right? I was driving a paid off vehicle at that time.
You ain't gonna get the new BMW?
No, I had a Benz though. I ain't gonna lie about it, but it was paid off. You know what I'm saying? That was my before life. But it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? But it was paid off. And I let me tell you why it was the best decision that I ever made in my life. So number one, after I finished that particular year and I was saving that 50% of my income, you got to understand, because prior to that, I really wasn't making that much money anyway. So it's easy for me to kind of maintain my same lifestyle and start saving up. And I think I saved somewhere around 20. I don't know. It wasn't that much. It wasn't that much money, but it was a decent amount of money that I saved up. And then after that, I started travel nursing, and then I started living on 30% of my income. Right, I was living on 30% of my income because my income drastically shot up. Now,
so your income went up. You didn't go get a new apartment?
No, I ain't go get a new apartment. I stayed in the same one.
Why not? You deserve a better apartment, bro.
A new apartment.
You deserve a better apartment, man.
Ain't that something? No, I stayed in the
project. You got a paid off Benz. You deserve a 2025 Benz.
You know what? Man, you really waking me up to something. Maybe I did deserve it.
That's how it be, though. No, I'm just saying that's how people be. I'm getting paid more money. I deserve a better house. I deserve a better car. I deserve better clothes. And guess what? That debt just keeps all them deservings. And then you be like, oh man,
how did
I really gotta pay this? I really gotta pay for this car? I ain't trying to pay no $800 car note, man. What?
Facts. Bro, you gotta understand, I saved well into the six figures. Living in the projects. Listen to me now. I'm living in the projects. I was meal prepping. You know what's crazy? Oh, this year, my spending, for whatever reason, this year was my worst year in terms of food. Oh my God, bro, let me tell you something. I went out to eat so much, it was ridiculous. Like I was probably spending easy like a couple bands a month in food and entertainment, because it wasn't just me, bro. I'm taking people out. I'm going to restaurants. I'm doing a lot of things. This year was my entertainment year. I ain't gonna lie.
Blow a bag year.
I blew a bag this year. And so what I went back to, which I do right now, and I'm gonna share with y'all what I do.
I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
Everywhere me and you went together, we blew it back.
That's a fact.
Food. We pay for everybody's food.
We pay for everybody's food. That's a fact.
But you just want to split it up? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Fuck it, yeah, we gonna pay for everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. This is where I go now. I'm gonna show you guys where I go. Real quick. And this was a game changer for me. Let me tell you why this was a game changer for me. And a lot of people are going to look at this and be like, okay, well, how's this a game changer? I'm gonna show you why. I went to this place and I've went to other places similar to this right here. It's called Factor. And now I still meal prep, but I go to companies that are professional chefs that make, quality foods, right? Similar to this. I switch them up because every now and then I get tired of them. When I find myself going out to eat more than I'm actually eating my meals, then I go to a different one. So it's a million of these different ones that are out there. You may have some that are even local to you. This one is actually, they have a headquarters that's local to me. Yeah. And so because they have a headquarters that's local to me, I get my meals easy. It's simple. And that's it. So anyways, they professionally make them. You can kind of pick them. And what this does for me and what this can do for anybody is it gives you the ability to create a budget, because now that you have a standard thing that, that you're going to spend on your food. And it's typically cheaper, way cheaper than what you would spend any other way.
They said something good in the chat.
What's that?
It's your first, I guess Bam said your first year married. Just wait. Shit, I ain't gonna lie.
But my wife do the same thing though.
Wife do the same thing. Boy.
Wife do the meal preps. I do the meal preps. She go to different people, but we still do the meal preps. And that right there has been a game changer for us because, bro, like, can you imagine the amount of money that we save doing that? Now she still be on that Uber Eats, and that DoorDash. She gonna DoorDash or something every night. Yeah, and at Amazon. But for the most part, we gonna do the factors. Shay said them factor meals be the bomb. Facts. They got good flavor, they good, and they gonna keep you from spending up all of your money, and it's gonna regulate your budget. And it's gonna be quality foods for the low. The low. Portion control too.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. When I used to have a job, bro, I saved so much money by bringing my lunch to work, bro.
And you know how many people meals you bring?
You know how many people be sliding their cars at work, like every day, bro. Look, and when I worked in oil and gas, bro. Breakfast time, they getting the energy drinks, they getting beef jerky, they getting dip, or they getting all chips, all kind of shit. I'm talking about in the morning time, they spending $25, bro. That's just morning time. Then lunch comes, another $20. That's $45, and it's just lunchtime. Mm. We ain't talking about no snacks. We ain't talking about after work. You think about it, that's another $20, bro. That's
easy.
25 for breakfast, about another 20 for lunch. That's 45, then another 20 after work. That's $65 in one day. And they used to do that every day. Because after work, you got to get your beer. And it ain't just one beer. You got to get the 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? So that's $65 times, we was working 4 days a week, sometimes 5. That's $325 a week. Bruh, and I used to do the math. I used to show them boys, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna bring my food. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring my little water. If I want a little flavored water, I bring the little things you put in the bottle, you know what I'm saying, Byron? I'm good. I used to count how much, like I used to tell a boy, man, let me get that receipt. Every time he went spend some money, he gave me a receipt. I used to calculate this shit. Look how much money you spend. And you talking about you need to work this shit to pay off your bills. I said, bruh, your bills is right here. Like, cause I work through I'm not what you want to call it. I work through a lot of white people. I'm not against race or nothing, but I'm just saying, they all did the same amount of shit. They get the new job. First thing they do is go buy a brand new truck, a four-wheeler, and most times they don't even be buying houses. They buy trucks and four-wheelers and still living with their parents or still in an apartment or living with their girlfriend. And then let's just say work gets slow. We ain't got no overtime. Now we go down to the 40 hours a week. They can't figure out how to pay a truck note. They can't figure out how to pay their four-wheeler bill because they structured their life off of overtime and not 40 hours. And I notice a lot of people do that. They're working oil and gas. A lot of people that do that, they're working healthcare too because they have so much overtime. They get used to the overtime lifestyle. And as soon as they get cut, they pulling their hair out because they build their life off of something that's hocus pocus and not real.
So let's talk about that real quick, because I do want to get some real estate in this because, we know that obviously we know that we have to look at hustles that are vertically integrated. We know that we have to cut our spending, but I want to talk about, I know when you was working oil and gas, right? What made you say that you're gonna, when you go and purchase something, when you go make a purchase, it's gonna be an asset that produces money? What was that decision like for you, right? And what did it look like for you specifically?
I'm happy you mentioned that. At a young age, I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted passive income. I knew I wanted assets. I'm talking about 12, 13. So my dad always told me the difference between wants and needs. So I grew up that way. That's why still today, I don't be buying wants is not really, I don't really care about stuff like that. Like, I know we talked about it before. Like,
we talked about it earlier today. Like, we go to events, right? Not saying that I every now and then I may drip out on y'all ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's very rare. It's very rare. But here's the thing. We was talking about it today, me and O, and we was having a conversation like, yeah, we different from a lot of these influencers, because like you go right, and I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it a big. This is between me and you. This is it. Right? Look, so we go to a lot of these conferences, right? And we be talking to a lot of people, right? And we'll see them, and like they gonna be having on, they gonna have the Gucci. They be.
But we talking about $3,000 fits.
$3,000, $4,000, $6,000 fits. I don't know if the jury be real. My jury is real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. My shit is real. Like if you hold it, is it got weight to it. But but here's the thing though. So we go to these events, and when I tell you these people be looking like $1 million, but if you have a conversation with them, if you have a conversation. Oh, I'm gonna let O tell it. Like, you know what? I ain't gonna be messy. Oh, break it down. Oh, tell the truth. Oh, break it down. Oh.
So we was talking about earlier, man. We was like, man, we show up in some $10 t-shirts, man. We be straight. And you actually start having conversations with people, and we notice like, are you really making money from what you're doing, or are you just making money from scamming and just selling stuff? Because when you speak, you have no value when you speak. Like if I ask you a certain question about the business that you do, not me, the business that you do, you can't give me a clear answer. That's a little weird.
It's a little weird. But you look like you got all the answers.
Like $1 million. But when I ask you certain questions, it's like, I don't really talk about that. Like, come on, bro. Something weird about this situation. Like, do you really know what you're doing, or are you just scamming people and you're making money? Are you really doing what you say you're doing? Or you just want to look the part, and you looking the part getting you the sales on your course? Because everybody got a course. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was talking about earlier.
That's what we was talking about. And the question be like, yo, like, damn, like, so we go to these spots, right? And the good thing is, we're accepted in a lot of these circles because we are vetted, right? People know that we do what we do. but at the same time, we don't look like we are part of those circles in a lot of cases. And I'm fine with that because at the end of the day, I'm so comfortable in my skin. I'm so comfortable in what I really, really do that I don't feel the need to do anything beyond that. Maybe that's just me and maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Maybe
I'm weird too.
I don't know. Maybe I ain't made enough money yet. Maybe if I make enough money, I may just be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just do something crazy. I don't know. But I don't really have right now. I don't think I have a desire to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know in my real bank account, like if I really just wanted to go and do something crazy, I can go buy some cash if I really want to do that. But I don't want to do that. I don't have a desire to do it. What about you? What you think that is about you, Hope?
Like, just because I feel that's just me. I'm not talking for nobody else. I don't feel right paying $600 for a T-shirt, bro. I'm like, it's a T-shirt, bro. That's just me, though.
It's you.
I don't feel right paying $400 for some jeans. It's some fucking jeans, bro. Like, for me, it's like, at the end of the day, it's all the same thing. It's just different labeling. You think I'm finna pay $1,000 for some jeans? Nah, I can't. Don't. For me, it just don't make sense.
But you ain't judging though.
No. That's you like. That's on you. But I'm not doing it. I just think about all the things I can do with $1,000. Because you got to keep it real about it. At the end of the day, if you pay $1,000 for some jeans and you take a picture in the jeans, you can't wear the jeans again.
That's a fact.
You ain't got it. Like you got the same jeans on twice.
I ain't gonna lie. I do buy the wifey. She gonna pick up some crazy stuff, and I have sponsored many of those. I've sponsored many. I've sponsored many of those trips to the mall, to the Galleria to be exact.
I do say the money is worth it in the shoes because the shoes last a while. Some of them, because not all of them comfortable either.
I think we take better care of them.
It depends on what shoes they are. I say some of the shoes are maybe worth the money if they can go beyond the season. Because a lot of the shoes only made for you can only wear them for a year. They're not cool after that. Yeah. So.
What are y'all? What's the thought? What does everybody in the chat think? Because I don't want to. I wish we could put
up somebody to come up, man. We need to hit.
Yeah, we need somebody to hit the link. I want to know what do y'all believe about design of this? Looking the part. Do you feel like it's important to look the part? Do you feel like it's more important to look the part than actually be the part? I want to know, like. What is the most important? Anybody want to come and speak on that, or they want to put it in the chat? Man.
I'm sure the ladies have a better answer than us.
Yeah, the ladies gonna keep it real because they gonna get that Gucci. They gonna figure out a rationale for that Gucci. You know what I'm saying? They gonna figure.
They gonna make it make sense.
They gonna make that shit make sense. Look, because when I put on that Gucci, I have a special glow about me. You know what I'm saying? My ears light up, but you know what I'm saying? My teeth, they just glow different. That's what it was, So I went ahead and got the Gucci bag for that reason. They gonna come up with a reason.
They got a poll.
We got a poll up. We got a poll up.
Y'all hit that poll.
Would you rather look the part or actually be the part when it comes to wearing certain designer, when it comes to looking a certain way? What's y'all take on that? I want to know.
Ooh. Okay. Man, that was a fast poll. Oh, it's still going?
Mm-hmm. Oh, she worded that. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I want to see what this poll got to say, man.
Boy, say fuck that part.
Oh,
that's a serious problem in our community, though.
It's a serious problem in our community. But tell the truth though. I know that many of us, all right. Yeah, that poll is crazy. Many of us, right? Even if we don't necessarily feel the need to play the part, right? But you feel that peer pressure sometimes to do it? I know I felt that peer pressure from time to time to do it.
Peer pressure what?
You know, the peer pressure. You know, when you running around, right, and you're talking about all of these things, right? Sometimes you feel like a need to play the role of, you know, of looking, I guess, playing this part.
I ain't never felt that pressure.
You ain't never felt that pressure? I felt that pressure. I ain't gonna lie. I felt that pressure. I'd be like, man, this would be cool.
I feel comfortable walking in still, but I ain't gonna lie.
You feel uncomfortable? That's because you live in Shreveport, Louisiana.
I don't live in no Shreveport.
No, you live in Lafayette. It's the same thing, bro. What's the difference between Shreveport and man? Come on, man. What's the difference?
Let me tell you something. Lafayette don't have nothing.
See, here we go. We're going into detail.
Shreveport don't have
zero. Bro, let me explain something.
50 Cent just got a thing over there though.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Studio.
They on their way. Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing though. You come to Houston, that you gonna see some level of peer pressure. Houston is going, Houston, you gotta understand, bro. We see like Bentleys and Rolls Royces. We see the things
every day.
Yeah, we see that. Yeah, that's the thing.
We just see Cadillacs here. That's it.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Lady B, what's up? The Cadillac, you know what I'm saying?
Little Cadillac, big Cadillac.
Yeah, y'all got plenty of steakhouses. We just got Luke Chris, Charlie G's.
Yeah, Shay say she rather spend it on the hygiene and the teeth being straight. You right.
Ooh. Hey,
That
sounds like but they teeth jacked up, boy.
Yeah. That sounds like she shot a shot. That sounds like a shot, maybe. I don't know. Could have been a shot.
I was talking about that the other day, Byron. Like people be having $3,000 outfits and they teeth is jacked up.
Facts. So let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. We're talking about putting ourselves in a better financial situation overall. And we got Keisha that just came. I don't know what happened to Lady B. But we're talking about putting ourselves in a better financial situation. What does that look like? I know for me, the best decision I ever made was depriving myself of all of the extra things, living beneath my means, saving up well into the six figures, right? It didn't look pretty. None of that was pretty. None of that was sexy. If you ask me to do it again, I don't even know if I could do it again because I'm used to a certain level of comfort in my life right now. But honestly, I do think I probably could, but it'd be difficult. But is anybody willing to live in the projects and live on 50% or 70% of their income in order to put themselves in the ultimate position? Is anybody willing to do that? Keisha, what's your thoughts on this conversation?
What's up, y'all? Y'all need some guests.
We do.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Well, since I don't need to live in the projects, if I could stay with a family member or a friend, then I would do that first, only because sometimes life could be a little harder. Just because you may be in a food desert or you may need certain type of transportation. So if I didn't have to, I wouldn't. I would probably try to stay with a friend, but I would still try to find other ways to conserve my resources without having to put myself in a more stressful situation that might compound a bad situation I'm already in, if that makes sense.
I like that. I like that you said that because I think that's a lot of our problems too, is we have a pride problem. That's the reason for us. Like, we got to look at it. I think we said it before on the show. Other cultures, bro, they only been in America for 3-4 years, 5 years. They got everything we have. But they ain't got no debt.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way, when my parents moved out of a very large house that we have been in for over 20 years, it was just the two of them, was 10,000 square feet or what have you. I said, well, you all are old.
You was deficit money.
Move to a smaller house, put that money in the bank. You don't need all of these things. They had a lot of stuff. They'd accumulated a lot of stuff over the years, to fill all the rooms and so on. But my plan at first was, let me even take a piece of the acreage you have in the back and throw up, like how we see now it's popular, putting together like a manufactured, some small, almost like a pool house type of thing. I'll share the expenses. My kids will do the yard work for you instead of you having to, hire people to do that. No, they wanted to go get another $1 million house. Why? It was one of those questions. Even though they're older and should know better, they put themselves right back into a situation that would have been harder to maintain even at that age, because they're used to a certain lifestyle. I'm not going to say it's all about pride, but it's about what we're used to and breaking those kind of habits and becoming disciplined. Now, some people that I know on this app that have heard me say, my parents are old. They don't have all these years to be working. They shouldn't be working right now. But that was 3 years ago. We almost fell out about it. But what you think my dad is asking now? It'd be really nice if you can move in here, help us with this, that, the third. I'm like, bruh, you should have listened to me 3 years ago, because now it's a little harder because you put yourself back owing, not that they're behind or anything, but you could have bought a house that was half the cost and pocketed $700,000-800,000. And then you would have still had your family. I would have had my own space. I wasn't trying to share a house like I lived there. It would have been, how you have like an in-law suite, or if it was a rental or whatever. This multi-generational living is becoming trendy now because people have to do it. I was trying to put them on 3 years ago, and now he's trying to find a house that all of us can move into. Well, I'm like, well, you don't have a reserve anymore. But the people who bought our house, the funny thing is the people who bought our house, that, 10,000 square foot house was an East Indian family. And what do you think they did?
The whole family moved.
They moved everybody in there. and I'm like, that's what I was trying to tell you, because forget what it looks like to anybody. Nobody is going to be here when the kitchen needs to be fixed, because it's not like they bought a new build to make it worse. They bought somebody else's problem. So you got to now throw money into, after that. But what I feel like for my father, it was a pride issue. And for my mom, it was a discipline issue. They're used to living that way. They're used to having things. And now they're struggling a little bit. Because they realize they got to keep themselves in the hamster wheel to keep going and keep after all this stuff. And now 3 years have passed. Interest rates have changed. If they'd done it 3 years ago, they would have been straight. So
they can't sell the house right now because the interest rate's high.
Ain't nobody gonna buy it if they could. And the appreciation, it appreciated a little bit, but not when you have paid off a multi-million-dollar house and then you go buy another $1 million house. Why would you do that? So it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of changing your habits, changing your mindset. And I know I don't really love that word, but not in a way where we traditionally talk about it. Just changing your attitude to how you're used to living and what needs to be done now, so that you don't have to keep doing the same things. Doing the same things is just doing the same thing because you're used to it. But nobody wants to keep doing the same things over and over again. You want to elevate. You want to be able to relax a little bit. They had everything that they needed. But my father makes the decisions. And for him, I can bet any amount of money it was pride. Everybody's used to coming over to the house. We were the party house. We were the ones that always hosted all of the large events.
10,000 square foot, a lot of room.
Hey. 7 bedrooms, so on and so forth, big backyard, 5 acres. Like, yeah, I get it.
Shit.
But that's not where you are right now. And it only now that it's kind of sobering, because it's like, yeah, well, we don't feel like having parties. I know that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Who wants to throw a party and clean up after people after 80-something years old? Nobody wants to do that.
So both your parents is 80 plus, right?
Yeah, 82, 83.
So how do you feel about this whole situation what they have going on right now? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna fall back on you and your siblings.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It would have been much easier for me to help them if they had conserved more of their money. I don't want it. I needed for them. That's the retirement fund. They blew through, some other funds, but they had the house. We know about assets. I try to tell them about that kind of stuff all the time. Excuse me. But, it's sorry, I got all my alarms and stuff going off. But for me, it's a hard pill to swallow because I have told them several things previously that they always come back around when it's too late. You was right. I know that. I'm looking out for your best interest because I can see further down the line than you can because the landscape has changed. We know what's happening now. You guys know more than even I do because this is your arena. This is the field that y'all play in. You see what's happening. You see, maybe, at one point Airbnbs were great. They're not so great now. Maybe single family homes was the lick. That ain't it no more. It's multifamilies. So it's a little frustrating for me because it puts me further at base camp now where it's like, if I do have to help, I'm going to have to, be financially stronger because they wasted a lot of what they had, an opportunity, which is something, that comes by every now and again. Money will come and go, but those opportunities, once they're gone, they're gone.
Facts. And they made high income.
Oh, yeah. My father's a surgeon. So there was a point in time where they bought anything. I didn't have to pay for my undergrad at all. None, me or my siblings had to pay for undergrad. I wanted a car. I got a car. I didn't ask for a lot. My dad gave a lot. So he's used to being a provider. And that's what I'm saying. It's kind of an ego thing now where you look like, well, does this mean that I'm less than because I'm not showing up as this person? Like how you were saying, is it more important to look the part or be the part? He is the part. He's always been a part. But for him, he associated it with, I guess, the perception of what that looks like. The biggest house on the block, always. And a lot of my aunts and uncles who were well off, everybody's pretty well to do in my family. They didn't have no 10,000 square foot house. A lot of my aunts still live in a house that I remember going over when I was a child, but it's paid off. And they leave at a moment's notice to go play golf overseas.
So they sitting on a big bag.
Yeah. So, but I think it's the perception that some people are used to. What does it look like to everybody else? And just to bring it back to what you guys were saying, a lot of it has to do with that discipline and sacrifice. Forget what everybody else is saying. You know what I mean? Forget, because you're stressed out trying to carry this weight of what it looked like to everybody else. And nobody cares. Nobody cares. But yeah, I mean, that's what happens. I don't fault them for it. I mean, it's not my life. I'm trying to help, but I can't tell them what to do at the end of the day. But now he understands. I wish he'd have understood 3 years ago. We'd all been great right now.
Wow.
So how do you think he can fix that situation right now? Well, let me ask this. Byron, how do you think they can fix that situation? What's your thoughts on that?
You want the honest version, or you want the Keisha version?
This is No Stingy Energy, bro.
I'm asking Keisha.
Oh,
I mean, if you were talking to them, what would you say?
I would tell them it may not be much they can do. They might as well live out their lives, right? Because that's what they used to. But what I would do is I would start having that conversation with the siblings. And my question to the siblings is going to be, how do we as a group figure out a way to liquidate these assets, right? And what do we plan to do with the money that we liquidate these assets with, right? Because when you're talking about those that assets that don't produce any income and are strictly liabilities, I think any property over a certain amount of money is just a liability. It's not an asset. And 10,000 square foot anything, right? Unless it's a hotel or a business, is a liability. 5 acres is a liability if it's not being utilized to produce anything. So I would be like, let them live out their life how they paid and, and how they just quote unquote deserve to live out their life. And then the conversation is going to be, how do we get with the siblings so we can bust this down in a way that makes sense? That way we can set ourselves up to be able to win in the future, because $1 million, right? Let's say if you even sold it for $900,000, that's enough for a down payment for an apartment complex.
Right. I just had that conversation with my mom the other day. I said, whatever you make, if you want to do something, from my viewpoint is, and I found a couple of properties, some old farm kind of houses with like 2 acres that have a couple structures on it. I'm like, get that, put, a nice little renovation, add on a bathroom, add on another room, or build out the shed in the back. So it's a nice little 2-bed, 1-bath and den or something. Y'all could be in there, still have access to the main house. It's paid off pretty much. I mean, you can gift a down payment to me. I could still qualify for first time home buyer. And then we could at least patch what we can't really fix or replace, you know what I mean? And break even, if you will. You're out of debt. I wanted to do something like that so that they could move out of the house that they're in and rent it so they could get.
Oh, you saying that the house that they in got debt on it?
The house that they're in now, they sold the 10,000 square foot to get into this one, but this one was almost $1 million when they bought it a couple years ago. So
3 years ago.
Oh, so they got a brand new mortgage.
Right.
Ooh, yeah. So there ain't no equity in that.
There's a teeny bit of equity in it. It's not enough.
God.
It's not as much as it would have been had they just bought half
the other house.
Exactly.
Tell me this though. This will be my conversation, and what that insurance look like. Do the insurance cover paying off the house?
I don't know. And I don't know how to have that conversation with them. That's a little more of an advanced conversation than what I know, but
yeah, you can set up an insurance policy to where it covers paying off that property if they
life
pass away.
Insurance policy.
Yeah,
but then you got to go to the siblings because they over 80s. That's going to be extremely high.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be extremely high, but it may be worth it.
It's going to be extremely worth it. Yeah,
you talking about insurance or like a reverse
life insurance policy?
I'm talking about life insurance policy,
yeah. They may have one. I mean, I don't know.
But does it cover paying off them debts?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I would have to ask them.
You should have that conversation. Mm-hmm. You should have had that conversation for Christmas.
Hey, I was over there and I had a bit of that conversation with just what the plan is now. My dad looking to sell. I'm like, brother, you ain't selling this no time soon. But you got to have the right type of person to buy that house. Because, I mean, the county and everything like that is this where you want to be. But whoever goes in there on top of what they pay going to have to renovate it. Just, cosmetic, basically. But it's still not what it would have been had you sold $1 million to buy a $500,000 house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I may have to reach out to the people that bought the other house. Ask them if they want another one.
Right.
For real, the next family member may be ready.
Yeah, and on top of that, are you cool enough with your siblings to have that conversation? Maybe y'all can pool money together to make sure that their life insurance is right.
It's only one that's willing to do it. The other one is not willing to do it. I'll say that.
Always that one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I only said that to say that a lot of what the issue is for some people is just the discipline issue, in my opinion, and this perception of what they think it needs to look like. But I think, like you said, once you have, I know Mitt always talks about a season of no, where you just say no to everything and just lock in with at least one thing until it starts working. I mean, that's what I'm doing now. Y'all know we got with Queen and have our drop shipping stores open, and I'm just gonna have to play in that arena until something happens, instead of like O'Neil was saying earlier, it's not working, I'm gonna go sell I'm gonna sell courses now. And I'm gonna sell bean pies.
Bean pies on the corner. That's a whack existence. Yeah,
bean pies be hidden.
Yeah, I'm just being crazy. But at the end of the day, I think what I like about conversations like this, though, Keisha, is more importantly is that at the end of the day, we just need to bring in that additional income some way, somehow. preferably in a way where it is vertically integrated, right? And then the next piece is we want to shore up all of the areas like the life insurance. Make sure that the life insurance is extremely on point, right? Don't tell my wife, you know what I'm saying? But if I die today, I mean, she's in a good position. I'm just gonna keep it real. She's in a great
Mine
position.
too. And mine no.
She know.
You know I did.
Don't get caught slipping, boy. May not wake up. I'm just saying. Like, what happened, man? I was supposed to be waking up this morning, man. I'm stuck.
Well,
I'm out of there.
Wake up dead one day.
That's my biggest expense is life insurance.
Yeah. And so, so I honestly would definitely have that conversation, Keisha. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would, because that can be a massive financial burden on the family if something, God forbid, was to happen and that mortgage is still sitting at $1 million and then none of the siblings are in a financial position to make that mortgage.
Facts. I hear you.
Yeah. So listen, man, I appreciate everybody. I know we are a couple minutes over, but I appreciate this conversation. I appreciate it. Huh?
This is a good vibe, man.
I love it.
Yeah, did y'all enjoy tonight's show? If y'all did, put some flames in the chat real quick. We know y'all stingy with the like button, so I ain't even gonna ask y'all for that. Hey, bro, this is one set of people that do not like to hit the like button.
I don't like that like button. No, man. You know what? I think it's gonna take some time, though. I think it's gonna take.
Maybe
some time.
Get used to it, huh?
Yeah. We used to the chat on Clubhouse, man. But the like button, man, that's some new shit right there, man. That's some Instagram. Facebook, we don't know how to do that yet. Maybe that's what it is. But if for the people who know how to work that like button, if you done figure out a way to work that like button, just hit it. Just what you do is you just go in there and you just massage it real quick. That's all you got to do. Hit the massage button on the like button, and that'll be a major blessing. That'll be a major blessing if you can just massage it, just like that.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna tell the news, or what you think?
Break the news, man. Break the news.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, after tonight, man. I'm like, oh man. Let me see, man. Might have to put a poll up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Put a poll. You can put a poll up real quick. The poll is: should we continue trending Tuesdays or get rid of it? Which
at night, the night show.
At night. Should we continue to do the night show or get rid of it in 2024?
Because let me tell you hold on. Let me tell you the why though. We got to tell the why. So we've been talking to our mentor, right? Our mentor in this particular the YouTube space, right? So we got ourselves a mentor, and the decision is we move in 2024. At some point, we're gonna move from 2 shows. It's gonna be a Tuesday morning and a Thursday morning show. But what that's gonna allow us to do is just bring extremely high quality shows, right? We'll bring extremely action-packed, high quality shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? And then we'll take clips from those shows, and then we'll populate throughout the week. Throughout the week with more shows. But that's what our mentor is telling us we need to do. We want to know your take on whether or not we should do the keep the trending Tuesday and the Tuesday and the Thursday. I don't know about the Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Or should we just focus our energy on bringing some extremely high value on Tuesdays and Thursdays? And then whenever we have different videos throughout the week, we do that during the week. What's y'all take on that?
If y'all like to come on, hit that live thing, y'all can come on Express.
Yeah. We got Keisha in the building. What Keisha think?
Oh. She said, I'm out of here. Peace.
Oh, damn.
that poll looking.
Yeah, but I don't know if the poll.
You got to come back on stage.
You got to come back on stage. You got to hit the link again. If anybody want to come on stage, we're gonna put the link in here. We want to get your feedback. What's your take? You know, extremely high quality shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Not saying that the other show's not gonna be quality, but you know, Tuesdays and Thursdays, all Tuesdays.
Gotta hear from our folks, man.
Yeah.
We talked about this morning. We can't do what we think people want. Damn. See that poll?
I see that poll. That poll crazy. Yes, indeed. That poll, my God. We got Lady B in the building. I don't know if her mic working. Let's see if it works. Lady B, what's good?
It's working, I think. How y'all doing?
Oh, you good? You good?
I definitely think you guys should keep the Tuesday nights.
By said, Oh my God. Say pray on it. We got to pray on it.
Yeah. We definitely got to pray on it. You know, and this we getting advice from, our mentor in the space. You know, you seek wise counsel. And they saying that for the YouTube algorithm that, they think that that'll be the best thing to do, but we still making a decision. You know, we definitely like the trending Tuesdays.
It's a good vibe for sure.
Yeah.
So are you saying that they're saying that we should do just morning shows?
Just morning shows.
For the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the YouTubes.
And that'd be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday.
Just 2
Tuesday,
days.
Thursday.
We could drop to 2 days.
Tuesday, Thursday.
Well, the poll. Let's look at the poll. What the poll say?
Well, the poll, I don't know if the poll asked the question all the way. It was kind of biased.
Question it. How's it biased? Do you like it or you're not?
Man, look at the numbers look biased as fuck, man. God damn.
They said 94% of people said they like trending Tuesdays at night. Our audience like it. They here right now. It's the night crew. It might not be 100, 400 people, but it's the night crew.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
The question is it an inconvenience for you guys? I know you're here really for us, but
I mean, we used to it. We used to it at this point.
We're some consistent brothers, as you can tell. This has been 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Consistent.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I like the morning shows. I think Tuesday through Thursday would be best. I think the night show kind of cuts it, people's date nights. We got to consider that. But I think having a consistent 3 days, I wouldn't do 2 days. I would do 3 days if we do an AM.
We just told them to cut the day night. They probably need to be here.
Building, growing, learning.
Right.
Oh, man.
Stop trying to produce them kids. You got to learn how to take care of them kids.
Ooh.
Fucking with y'all, man.
Kid production.
Want to practice.
Practice makes perfect. Yeah, so we looking at the this is just information that we got based on the way YouTube works, right? Things that we know that we can kind of commit to, and then we can produce extremely fire shows. That doesn't mean that we're not going to show up from a content perspective daily. We still can show up from a content perspective daily. It's just going to be, the live shows would just be the two. And then we'd have other shows that would be sprinkled throughout. So we still be showing up multiple times a week. It's just outside of the live, it'll just be the live shows will be 2 days. That's what the proposal is right now from.
So there would be nothing on Wednesdays?
No, it'd be content produced. It'll just be.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a live show, but it's gonna be a video drop.
Yeah. So there'll still be content. It just won't be a live show.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. As long as we have something in the middle.
Yeah, it's still gonna be content. We'll still probably even have content even on Trending Tuesdays when we have special guests that come in. But it won't be a consistent thing.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We still pondering. We ain't made the decision yet. But we're gonna let everybody know once we do.
We'll get y'all updates, send y'all emails, text messages. We'll let y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, make sure y'all go click on the link, man. No Stingy Energy, man. Get y'all some merch, man. Get y'all some quality jackets. I'm talking about got to see. We even went down to the little things, man. We made sure we had metal on there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Metal on there?
Yeah. We ain't wanted to shrivel up in the dry in the wash. We ain't wanted to, little frizzies. We ain't want the frizzies.
No frizzies.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that right there is handcrafted, real. It's a real garment. It's not even, it's not just like, like you, it ain't no buy off the shelf type of joint.
Yeah. Nice hood. Not the hood that with the little, you know what I'm saying? Hood, nice and comfortable, big size.
Yeah.
But yeah. Y'all make sure y'all check it out, man. NoStingyEnergy.com, man. Before y'all leave, hit that like button if y'all don't mind. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. If y'all want to join the family, join the community, hit that join button. We got 3 different levels, and you get discounts on the merch. You get discounts on other things we got coming. We got some more things coming. 3 different levels: legacy, visionary, trailblazer. Whichever one you prefer.
Yeah.
I think they're all pretty good. You gotta click which one good for you to fit your budget. Fit the budget. With that being said, man, you got any final words, Byron?
Man, I just want everybody to be blessed. I'm praying everybody, reach their goals this year. I pray that that we, understand the concept of discipline, right? We map out what we planning on getting accomplished, and we really, really stick to it this year. I know that last year we probably missed a few steps. I know that the year before we've probably had some things that we wish we could have done better. I pray that this year we actually get all of those things done the way we set out to do them, and we hold ourselves accountable. That's why it's important that we declare those things. We put it on paper. That way it don't just fade away in a dream or fade away in your emotions whenever your emotions then told you that, hey, you know what? Maybe this ain't for me, and maybe this need to be for me, or maybe that ain't for me, and maybe this need to be for me. And your emotions get to telling you those kind of lies. Declare it, put it on paper, right? Hang it up somewhere. That way you can look at it on a consistent basis and know that this is what I declare to me. That's the reason why when we wake up and we on BOB, I say, look, new to the build to rent space and excited about it. I say that every time because not only to hold myself accountable and to point that out for me, but I want you to hold me accountable too. So if you hear me talking about drop shipping in June 2024, you be like, yo, Byron, man, yo, bro, like what you doing, bro? Like I thought you said you was new to the build to rent space and you was excited about it, brother. What you got going on? Right? I need for you to hold me accountable and pull me to the side. Let me know about that, man. This is what I said I wanted to do. So hold me accountable to it and vice versa. So that's what that is.
Love it, man. I love it. The last Trending Tuesday of 2023, man. We appreciate y'all all year, of course. And I second what Byron said, man. We pray much success for y'all businesses, y'all personal life, y'all family. Hope y'all pray for us. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be a great year. And then that being said, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
What's up, y'all? So most people struggle with sales. A lot of us in real estate, and we struggle with our sales. We struggle with follow-up, we struggle with leads, and we just basically missing out on deals. For me, I just got on Taskify CRM. They send messages out for you. And look, a lot of us have work. When you get off of work, you have hot leads ready for you. Make sure you check out Taskify CRM. I'm telling you, it automatically replies for you. And look, it sends you multiple messages. Like we talking about drip campaigns, so you're not missing up on the lead follow-up. So make sure you check out Taskify CRM. Use coupon code No Stingy Energy to get 10% off. I'm about to show y'all inside my CRM so I can see how it really works. Make sure y'all check it out. Peace.